Millions watched her get ambushed on camera.
I really think that they were trying to kill me.
These would-be robbers in Atlanta thought that they had the right one, but little did the alleged criminals know their victims were packing.
Yo, a gun is good, but she had a better weapon.
Then disappeared out of view. Alexander says, though, she had a gut feeling and pulled out her gun.
When they seen us walking up, they got out their car and started walking towards the door too. So they masks was kind of like turned a little bit. So I'm like, okay, hold on. So I'm like, where did them girls go? Who are them? Who are they? Like, so that's why I had looked back, like going up. Like, I didn't hear no doors open. It was quiet because we the only ones out there. So I'm looking around like, I don't know, where did they go? They didn't go downstairs, they went up.
You can see Alexander in the black hoodie. She quickly turns around. And if you zoom in, she had her 9mm pistol in hand, loaded and ready.
We got to my friend's door, but my friend was walking faster than me. So I started speeding up to walk like, because I felt something. And once I heard, because it was so quiet, I heard them stomping down the stairs. That's how quiet it was. It sounded like they was stomping, like jumping down the stairs. That's why I screamed like, I said.
She says that the woman in the green hoodie running towards her also had a gun.
When she came running, she pointed her gun at me and I just started shooting.
The two suspects then made a beeline back down the stairs.
Okay, guys. All right, so we've seen that video, and in that video, this girl was got attacked. She fired back, but ultimately, what came down to it was Cooper's color code. She was in yellow, and she was able to save her life. Now, what is this? What's yellow? What's Cooper's color code? Now, don't worry about it. I got you. First, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and let's get into this. So Cooper's color code is pretty much just a general state of awareness, like where your mind is. Where your mind is at all times. You probably use it all the time and you just don't know. It's a spectrum that ranges from white, yellow, orange, red, and black. So why is this information important? I'm gonna get into what it means, but why do I want to give you this information? You need to listen to this because it's very, very important and it can save a life. All right, so first and foremost, it's going to increase your awareness, and that's going to go ahead and bring your survivability up because you're going to be better prepared for anything that comes your way. All right, so we're going to start with white. So somebody that has a mind frame in a white is completely unaware of the surroundings. This is most people, unfortunately. If you look around, people they're on their phones. They're just looking straight. They're not worried about what's on their sides, what's behind them. People got headphones in their ears. They're not prepared for an attack if somebody comes up to attack them. Okay, so next is yellow. Yellow is a person that's aware, they're alert, and they're constantly evaluating their surroundings. This is where I stay at, and most other people who knows about the code or somebody who's done an experience, some type of attack or something violent, and they're kind of not really on edge. It's not being on edge. It's just being aware that something can happen at any given time, and they're just constantly thinking of things as they're walking around their everyday life that can happen and thinking of ways to get out of that situation when it happens. And this is exactly what the girl from the video was in. She was in yellow because as she was walking up, she had already pulled out her gun because she caught wind of something was going on. She saw
her in the black hoodie. She quickly turns around. And if you zoom in, she had her 9mm pistol in hand, loaded and ready.
The people that was going up, she heard the people that was going upstairs. She pulled her gun out and got it ready. Because if she didn't get it ready, then the threat that attacked her would have had the edge on her. Now, see, this is why it's extremely important to stay in the yellow, people. The yellow is what you need to be in. This is what saved that woman's life. Now, orange. A lot of people have experienced orange before, but this is not necessarily where you want to be at. It's pretty much when they threat, you see the threat, you form the idea, and then you walk into that situation. However, you don't want to do this because now you see one specific thing that's going on right now, and then you form a solution based on a problem that you think could happen off of that one issue, but you forget about all this other stuff that's going on. So you can't forget about all the other stuff because things can happen, man. So always stay in that yellow and keep any possibility available. So red, hey, you got your plan formed, and whatever you think was going to happen is happening. Either that's happening or something is happening, and you are now reacting to that situation. That is pretty much what red is. You would rather be in the red than be into the next one, which is black. All right, so black is a complete shutdown of your brain due to your brain's overloaded, your heart rate done just jumped through the roof, and your body don't know how to react to whatever situation it is in. If you are in the black, it is because you are walking around in the white. You walking around like everything is going to be okay, and somebody done grabbed you from behind, threw you into some type of alleyway, and you don't know what's about to happen. They just did it, and now you're trying to react, if you can react, but this person has the edge on you. Okay, so that's pretty much Cooper's color code in a small nutshell, right? So now, first thing, I don't want you to confuse this with paranoia, people. It's not being paranoid. All I'm simply saying is, hey, you walking around, if anything bad could happen or can't happen, hey, just think of a plan. Be like, hey, what if somebody do this? I am going to react like this with what I have on my body right now. That way, when somebody do come up and attack you, you are already ready. Your mind is already in fight mode. That way you don't panic and jump into black and then they do whatever they want to with you. You at least have a fighting chance. This is why I say Cooper's color code, using that situation, heightened state of awareness, is better than that weapon itself. A weapon is a good tool for defending yourself. However, your mind is a more powerful tool. Hey, so with this knowledge, you all have the necessary tools to be able to defend yourself. Remember, a gun is a good tool to have, a good tool to use, but situational awareness is what's going to save your life, ultimately. Hey, I've been J Mavros 1, and I'm out.
Held up a mask, was never caught looking back, cause bodies would start to stack, and walking past every obstacle. Don't need to ask, I'm moving out with my pack, the mentalist starts to crack. Don't tell me what is impossible.